Noise in reactive circuits that we are going to start now. Now, what are the reactive elements? If we are saying reactive circuits, means it is a circuit which are designed using reactive elements. And what are the reactive elements? The reactive elements are inductor and capacitor. So any circuit, if it is consisting of inductor and capacitor, that circuit can be assumed as reactive circuit. Now in these reactive circuits, how the noise will be generated, that we have to study. And for that we are taking the best example of tuned circuit, because in a tuned circuit both L and C, inductor and capacitor, both are connected in parallel. So this tuned circuit, which is the actual circuit, ideal circuit, is also known as parallel resonance circuit. Now in this tuned circuit you will be able to watch that here L and C, they are forming the tuned circuit, and it is connected with an amplifier. Why? Because this L and C, this tuned circuit, will provide the oscillations which will of decaying amplitude nature. And how much the amplitude will be decaying, that much gain if is amplified with an amplifier, then ultimately at the output here as V0 we will able to gain sustained oscillations. So this is complete circuitry is known as oscillator. Oscillator which is able to provide sustained oscillations of constant peak values. Okay. Now in the ideal case, we have to watch the ideal case first. In the ideal case, what we assume that the inductor and capacitor are purely reactive. First we assume that the inductor and capacitor are purely reactive. Purely reactive means these are noiseless, means there is no resistance value. Noiseless means there is no resistance value. How the concept of noise comes in the resistance? Because whenever in any resistance the current is passing, such as I is passing, then I into R will be the voltage that will be dropped across this resistance, and I square R, that will be the heat generated across that resistance, which will rise the temperature of the resistance as a form of noise. That's why always resistor is taken as a noise source. Internally it is generating noise. Okay. So in ideal case, first what we have assumed that inductor and capacitor are purely, this is the first case that we have assumed. And the second case that we are going to assume that if a resistance is followed by a tuned circuit, then the presence of the tuned circuit does not affect the noise generated by the resistance at the resonant frequency. It means that if any resistance is followed by a tuned circuit, means resistance is first, and after that at the output of the resistance there is a tuned circuit, then the presence of tuned circuit does not affect the noise generated by the resistance at resonant frequency. This we have to keep in mind, that at resonant frequency the tuned circuit is not changing the resistance noise value. The resistance noise value will be same, okay, due to the tuned circuit. Now next is what if the either side of the resonance, in either side of the resonance circuit or the frequencies, the tuned circuit affects noise. Okay, this is the third thing that we have to keep in mind. If tuned circuit is not at resonance means it is not working at its bandwidth, what the frequency it is generating, if that is not matched, at that time the presence of noise, the tuned circuit affects noise in just the same way as any other voltage. Means tuned circuit limits the bandwidth of the noise source by not passing noise outside its own band pass. Earlier we have studied noise bandwidth, and in that also we have seen that noise bandwidth means whatever its real value, that ideal value of band pass, that will be generated only as a noise, and other values of noise will not be passed through that circuit. Okay, so these are the conditions that we have to take in account. Now the practical case, what is the practical case? The practical case is that here the inductor is actually cannot be assumed practically without a resistor. Here this part is what we are able to watch, that this is a coil, this is a resistor, this is a voltage source, but it is not separate actually. Every coil is made up of a wire, and the wire is having the resistance value. So when practically we draw the mathematical model of that coil, we make a series resistance with the reactive part, that is JXL, and if the current will pass through this resistance, the voltage drop, that will be taken as a voltage noise generation like this. Okay, and with this complete inductor, this is a one inductor, and with this inductor there is a parallel combination of capacitor which is making the tuned circuit. But here, since capacitor is two parallel plates, and two parallel plates, if we are taking their resistance, so parallel combination always neglects the resistance. That's why there is no further showing the resistance value separately in the case of capacitor. Only in case of inductor we draw the resistor in a series, and this is the voltage that is internally generated, which is dropped across this resistance. Now the numerical part that we have to watch is that if we watch, then in the loop, in that loop we will be able to watch, in this loop we will be able to watch that IN current is passing, and mathematically you know very well that IN is equal to VN by Z. This is the VN, and it's what is Z? The impedance of this parallel circuit, and we know that impedance Z is equal to RS plus JXL minus XC. Practically at resonance XL is equal to XC, so this part will be 0 and Z will become RS. So the IN will become VN by RS like this at resonance. So at resonance IN is equal to VN by RS. Now what we have to take in account, what will be the output voltage that we have to take in account. Since we have taken the output across the capacitor, so across the capacitor the impedance is XC, so the voltage output will become IN into XC, and that will become IN, put the value from here you have to put the value of IN, that is VN by RS. So this VN by RS into XC is the output voltage, and since we know that XC by RS, here XC by RS is actually known as magnification factor or quality factor. So the output voltage will become Q into Vn. This is the voltage output across the, or this is the voltage output in the form of noise across the reactive elements, and we know that Vn, that is the input noise voltage that generated internally in coil, and input noise voltage general formula we earlier have seen that under root 4k TBRS. So if you put this value in the final formula, so that final formula will become this one, where this final formula where if you will put this value Vn value inside the formula of V, so this is the final value of output voltage, that is the